All right, we are ready to go. So let me go ahead and get the timer started, the stream timer. Let's make sure that's working. Okay. There we go. And then let's launch our first game. We're going to be playing some more Escape from Tarkov. At least we're going to start with that. I don't know. I think we're going to go to Dota Underlords after that for the second segment. But we'll just kind of see how Tarkov goes. And we'll go from there. We either will stick with Tarkov the whole time, or we'll maybe even cut it short. It depends on just how I'm feeling, I think, on that one. But right now, the game plan is 2 hours of one and then 2 hours of the other, and we'll just see. I'm trying to keep my eyes out for games, you know, seeing what's out there on the radar. I did see that, I think it was yesterday, Gloomhaven came out, which is a board game. Never played it myself, but I've heard good things. It's a very popular board game. So I'm interested to look at the digital adaptation of that on Steam, but was just looking at the reviews before the stream went live. And apparently it's an early access and it's very bare bones at the moment. So that's probably something I'm going to put up on my radar, but we're not probably going to touch it for a little while. We'll see. We'll see what happens, obviously. But all right, let's switch over to the capture. All right, it looks like I have some insurance that has come in. It'll switch over. Oh, you know what? I always forget. When I do Stardew Valley, I got to set up things specifically for it because it does not want to capture normally. So I'm probably going to have to resize things here. So just give me a second once it starts capturing. Come on. There we go. Yeah, it's not going to be sized correctly here. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, there we go. That should do it. So what was I looking at? Yeah, I just had some insurance come in. So I have some insurance sitting here. Some of it's about to expire later today, so I kind of want to get to that. But right now, I know this is not anything that's news for you guys that have watched me play Tarkov, but my stash is in a horrible state right now. Part of that is because of a quest line I'm trying to do. I'm collecting things for it preemptively. The problem is those things take up a lot of space. I have to have 3 propane tanks. I have those things, and they'd be a pain in the butt if I had to collect them once the quest was live. So I've just been like progressively collecting these. But I have 3 of them, and they take up 4 spaces apiece. So that's rough. I also have other items for that quest that also take up, you know, a lot of space as well. So if we can get to that, that'd be nice, but I'm hitting a roadblock with that quest line that I'm currently at. So I'm more or less ready to go. This is my equipment and everything. Let me see if what time we're looking at, and then I'll change what helmet I'm bringing and what have you. Okay, so it's at 1925. So we're a couple hours, 2.5 hours from nightfall if we go here, and then this is going to be broad daylight. So with that being in mind, night vision wouldn't necessarily be a good idea unless we came in, had it off, and then maybe as the day progresses, it gets dark, we turn it on. That's an option. Otherwise, we go with a different helmet. Now, I did grab some Comtacs. There's a trade you can do for matches. I had exactly as many matches as I needed to do the trade, and I figure I might as well try that. I'm trying to get like more experience with these comms and seeing which one I like the most. Otherwise, I could run just a normal helmet. I can't run these helmets because they cover up my ears, so I can't, you know, see what. Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. So it's really between these 2 helmets unless I buy one specifically, which I'll probably do at some point. This is not a bad helmet. It's actually kind of lower level, but it's still pretty damn good. Level 3 has got a good reflection chance. The only problem is it doesn't cover your ears, so if you get shot from that angle, you're gonna be dead. But it will do. Otherwise, we go with the night vision and prepare for that later on. But I think we'll be okay with this. We will go with the later time frame. Because I would like to come out alive. All right, let's just do our check. So we got medicals, we got everything. I haven't really talked about what my objective is just yet, but that's okay. I'll kind of talk about it as we come in. But the quest line I'm trying to do is the one with Peacekeeper. And the roadblock I'm at right now, it's not necessarily a hard quest, but it has what I call a key lock. You need a key to get in the door. Until you have that key, you can't do the quest. If you had that key, the quest is super easy. Unfortunately, the key that I need, I should check the flea market, honestly, just to see if there was a good price for it. But the key I need is super expensive. Now, I could have one of two keys to get to where I need to be. But they're both about the same price from what I've seen on the flea market. They go for about 1,000,000 rubles, which I really refuse to pay that. I do have a couple strategies of things we could do. Maybe to get it at a cheaper price if we can't find it. I know with those spawn locations, the problem is I've been to one of the spawn locations a couple times. It just hasn't been there. The other spawn location, if it was there, there's a high chance somebody would loot it before I got there. And even if not, the chance of it spawning is kind of low. So that's how it is for all keys. All keys that have a spawn location, you could go there 10 times, not see it. It just, there's a chance it will spawn there. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. And that's if somebody doesn't beat you to it. But yeah, the one key is in a dangerous, well, they're both in dangerous places, but one's in a more dangerous place than the other, and it's also more likely going to get looted. Because, in my opinion, high player traffic in that area. And if people know about that key spawn, they're going to check it, which I think a lot of more experienced players know about it. So that's kind of the issue. Is just that I have two possible keys that I could try and find. I don't have either one. I have another quest on the same map, and it's the same problem. I need two keys. I need two keys. I have one of them. I don't have the other. I know where it spawns, but I've checked it. First off, again, people go through that area, and if it's there, they'll loot it before I get there. If they just beeline to the place, and a lot of people will do that. So I have to have the luck that somebody doesn't check that area, which happens. Okay, it looks like we're in the north side of the map, which is fine. There's a couple different strategies of what I could do with where I would go. But I'm just going to take the safer path. So things are going to be a little louder because I have comms on. We'll just see how these compare to the other ones I used last time. What are we at? Are we on full auto? We are. I'll put it on that for now. We got a 60-round mag to start, and then 3 30-round mags to back us up. Which I think is sufficient. I'm not running the best gun I have. It's pretty modded, but it's about as modded as it could be, I guess. It just I'm really trying to get rid of my 5.45 firing rifles. I've decided that I really don't want to go with that anymore, and I had some in my inventory. You know, honestly, I may just get to a point where I sell these. I do have another quest that we could be doing on this map, but I would need a completely different equipment loadout. And I did go in with that loadout, and it's not a bad loadout. I got this gun back in insurance, and I just wanted to use it. If I get killed and lose it, it's not a big deal to me anyway. We're just checking to see if Sniper Scav is here. Because if he is here, we probably have to deal with him, because he may... Where I'm going to go, he may shoot me. I don't see him. I didn't look thoroughly, so he may be there. And the thing that's kind of frustrating about this quest line, just like mini quest lines in Escape from Tarkov, the quests that are after this one are super easy. Well, that one hit requires me to get a bunch of loot, but I already pre-prepared for it. So we're good there. So my goal is I have a couple things that I need. Oh, painkillers. That's not really common to get from a duffel bag, but all right. I got 2 of them. But my goal here is I have a couple different quests that we could be doing while we are on this map. One of them is to find the keys. If I find the keys, then I'll try and do the next part. And again, I only need one key to really do this. But 2 potential keys will both give me the same place, more or less. So that's objective number 1, and that's our primary. Our secondary is to get a fuel conditioner. I only need 1 more. And there's a few different ways I can get them. But one potential is just duffel bags. So what I'm looking to do here is just open as many duffel bags as I can. That is in the resort. Sounds really close. Is it in the resort? That sounded like it was up that way. Could be the terminal. Or it could be players killing each other trying to get to the resort. Now the gunshots are going to sound a lot louder because of the comms. So it's going to be difficult for me to guess exact distances, which is one of the things I'm trying to, get better at. I felt like with the other headset, it amplified noise, but I could still get a fairly good idea of like what the ranges were. This one I'm not sure yet. I'm going to have to just experiment with it. Because I don't normally use comms. Like for the longest time I did not. Just because I don't have much experience with it. I'd rather go with something I'm more used to. Also, I was worried about my stream and like how the audio balancing would be. If you guys do feel like it's too loud, let me know. But I think it's okay. Yeah, that sounded like off that way. Behind me. Don't think it was aimed at me. Now we looked, I didn't see sniper scabs, so I don't know who he's shooting at. Like, with that shot and where it sounded like it came from, I would have guessed somebody just sniped the sniper scab, but... yeah, gunshot about the same place, about over there. Sounds like a high-powered rifle. Yeah, over there. For sure. Just don't know where the guy's shooting at. What do we think it could be, though? Like, what would be the possibilities? Could be a guy maybe up on the roof of the resort. That seems kind of quick to get there, but I guess it's possible. We have to be careful. Scabs can be in this area. I am going to loot these boxes if it's a good opportunity to do so. We really need to check to make sure the scabs aren't in the area, because, they can sneak up on you. There's a lot of bushes and stuff, and they do patrol pretty wide sometimes. It looks clear for now. Let's go ahead and hit it. BS, that's good ammo. I'll go ahead and grab that. Not a lot of it, but 24 rounds isn't too bad. And an RMR. I think that's the first time I've ever seen an RMR on one of those boxes. I wonder if they've changed the loot tables. Because I don't know if I've ever seen painkillers in a duffel bag before. I guess there's a chance you get medicals, but I don't know. I think sometimes it depends on where the duffel bag is too, maybe? But yeah, we're going to hit as many duffel bags as we can. So I'm going to go through the village. There's a lot of duffel bags in there. And it's on our way. Then... we'll play it by ear. I think one place I just want to check the key places. Also, I want to look for a spot where a fuel conditioner can spawn outside of a bag. Like, just, in the environment. There's a chance it's not going to be there. And if somebody already loots the area, fuel conditioner is a pretty valuable item, so they're definitely going to loot it. Because fuel conditioner, it's for my quest, but those are worth like 75 grand if you sell them to a dealer, so that's a lot of money. So people pick those up if they see them. Now, whether or not somebody's paying attention and knows they can get it there is another story. Now, we could go spin tires and get all that stuff, but I don't know. I think I just want to get to the village here. We're probably going to spend a fair amount of time in the village because there's a lot of duffel bags we need to search. I could get like a weapon or something cool, but we'll see. I just kind of don't want to go out in the open in the swamp, especially as there's been this dude like sniping. That would expose me. I don't know how many people really even look into the swamp, especially this late in the game. Yeah, you can have a spawn in the swamp, and people may look that way for that reason, but at this point, we are 8 minutes into the match. At this point, I don't know if people are looking. Okay, it will get dark. Maybe I should have brought my night vision. Sometimes I underestimate, like, the times when things are going to get dark. This house, I think, is worth checking because there's a lot of loot spawns, like, on tables and stuff. I don't think fuel conditioner is going to be there, but another thing I'm kind of looking for, preemptively speaking, is corrugated hose, which I think can spawn on these loot drops. Otherwise, we're just going to take everything that's not nailed down just for the experience. We'll probably drop it later if we get something better, but as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and put that and give it a key bind on it. Probably a good idea. Those are just the, yeah, those are the crap cigarettes. We're gonna drop those. I'm not even gonna bother taking them. Coffee's not bad. I'm gonna put the coffee down in here because coffee's worth a decent amount of money and it's got good trades. Flex, similar thing. We'll put that down here. There's a lot of trades I can do with that. Nails. I said take everything that's not nailed down. I don't think I'm gonna take nails. I'll take pliers. It gets us some experience. Another thing I'm trying to do is I have 2 stats I need to level up. I need to level up, ooh, Vaseline. I feel like we're getting some interesting draws here. I think I'd rather have the Vaseline than painkiller in my lockbox here, because Vaseline is a painkiller, and it has 10 uses, so in my opinion, I don't know the difference in like which one lasts longer, but I think Vaseline is more valuable, so we'll put that in our lockbox. If we lose the painkillers, in my opinion, not that big of a deal. Painkillers are fairly easy to get. The pills are pretty easy to get. You just need a couple matches you can trade for one. And you can always buy them too. Fairly easily. I mean, I don't know what I can buy as far as Vaseline goes, but again, I think it's worth more, so we'll put that in the box. So there's a duffel in there as well. As a matter of fact, is this house, the duffel in that, I got 2 fuel conditioners. But, you know, it's just luck of the draw with that. But if you get 2 fuel conditioners in the same bag, that's a good day. Whether you're doing this quest or not. Just want to clear the house before we loot anything. Okay, looks okay. We should have a lot of advanced warning if somebody's coming up on us. Crackers and a USB. We'll grab the USB, even though it's not necessarily the best item. Checking the bed. I think things can spawn on the bed, so I think it's a relatively rare instance where a drop there. Something can spawn in that white box. Okay, looks like it's pretty barren. You can have a couple spawns in here. Doesn't look like either of them dropped. Money I always take. Oh, a couple things of money. And matches. Yeah, so if we get 2 of those, we can get a painkiller. Although I probably wouldn't do that trade because I have lots of painkillers. I just got 3, honestly. If we survive. Okay, scabs can be in this area, although it's kind of early in the raid, so they may or may not be here, but they can spawn early. Just listening, because there's wood in here. If somebody's clomping around, we'd hear it. Yeah, I don't hear anything. Okay, so this is another spot where you can get the corrugated hose. They can spawn on these shelves. There we go. There's one. I need 3 total. So every little bit helps. Looks like there's bolts there. We'll get some money from the cash registers, but let's first check out the windows before we get to place in here. Yeah, I think nightfall is going to fall a little earlier than I expected. So I'm sorry, guys. It's going to be dark. I don't have night vision. I didn't. I talked myself out of it. I think that was a mistake in retrospect. Because we might be on this map a while. And the one area I'm going to go into, if I can't see the scabs, is going to be a real problem. So, Caracola. We'll probably need that if we're going to be on the map for a little while. We just need to check this road pretty cautiously. just listening. Because again, the floor in here, if somebody's in here, I'd hear them moving around. Green tea, again. Hydration. How are we doing on hydration? 76. We could probably drink one of these right now. Oh, not discard. Whoops. Let's get the scatterbrainness out of the way early. We're not warmed up yet. Other plex. I don't think I really want to throw anything out. One plex is probably good enough. Paper, nails. As we're filling up our bag, wiper. I don't know what these sell for. Let's grab it, and if we have room for it later, we'll find out. I needed it for a quest I've already done. That cash register's closed. Or had nothing in it. Lunchbox, again, more hydration. Alkali, that's worth an alright amount. Not worth a ton. Yeah, it's because we have comms on, Leo. Is why our footsteps are a little heavier than normal. Looking both ways before we cross the road. Good to have good road safety there. Okay, so we're gonna check the village because there's a lot of duffel bags in here. There's a duffel in here, right? Yeah, right here. And again, guys, I'm sorry if it gets dark. I should have brought night vision. It was a mistake that I didn't. Oh, strike cigarettes. That's good. Okay, we'll go into this little boathouse. There's a little box we can loot here. Hey, bolts. Now, there was a lot of gunshots early. I don't know. We haven't heard anything in a long time. So I don't know if that's one of those situations where the guy just bugged out. Hey, Iggy. We want to go in this house. Some of these houses may not have duffel bags, but most of them do. As you can see, we're already getting full up, but we can make decisions on what we want to take and what we want to leave. We also have a lot of these jackets to loot. They won't have really what I'm looking for, but we can get money and other things that way. Oh, is that door? I've never figured out what this is, but I'm going to show it to you. I don't know if you guys can see this very well, but there is a chair bolted to the ceiling in this room. There's nothing else in this room, but I don't know what to think of that. Hey, you couldn't see it very well. I apologize. Again, it's going to be dark. WD-40. I should have moved those to my pockets. Oh well. We'll get other opportunities to loot. Alright, how are we doing on hydration? We're at 92. Alright, we can keep going. We have plenty of, like, food and drink items that we can use to hydrate ourselves. So we're fine there. Okay, there's probably a hole in the fence somewhere over here. I'm starting to learn this village area pretty well. But this house is kind of annoying to get in and out of, because that door right there doesn't open, and the gate. So I think there's only a couple ways you can actually get in and out of here. I guess we could go through the greenhouse. As if it will let me. Alright. So we went in that house, we need to go in that house. We already went in this little shed. Some of these side buildings really don't have a whole lot in them. So they're not really worth checking too much. Okay, nothing on the tables. I don't think this is one of the houses really has a whole lot. There's a couple jackets and I think a duffel. But duffels are where we're here. Yeah, again, sorry guys. I should have brought the night vision. Another painkiller. Want to put that there. Yeah, and that's the problem. Where I'm going to go, there's definitely going to be scabs, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to see them very well, which may get me killed. If that happens, it's not the end of the world, though. We're just going to chug the milk right now, because we don't have room for it. But, we could use the hydration, probably. We're not really that bad off. Because we had a drink earlier. Okay, that's all that's in this house. Going. We don't necessarily have to hit every house. I might ignore that one. Let's just come over this one. Can we jump this? Yeah, we sure can. I can't remember. The door, I think, is in the back. Go around. We definitely want to hit that shed, though, because there's good stuff in there. Okay. This house has almost nothing in it, except there's a duffel upstairs. And again, duffels are where we're here for. I check these anyway, but I've never found anything here. Like these tables, that table over here. I've never found anything ever. So, if there is a drop there, it's very rare. Okay, another duffel right here. Come on, fuel conditioner. Chainlet worth taking. Lunchbox. Let's just eat it. Again, our hydration's not that bad, but every one of these duffels we find stuff in, we'll just keep topping off our hydration. We won't have to worry about it. So this is the moment when the lighting is at its worst. Because the sun is more or less down, but you don't have the light from the moon and stars yet. So it's pretty dark. This is the moment we don't really want to encounter scabs, because it's going to be hard to make them out. Okay, we got a duffel here. Has toothpaste in it? No thanks. Although that toothpaste is probably worth more than some of the things we have in our inventory. Screwdriver, bolt, matches. We'll take the matches and put it here. Now we're, in theory, full. But, tape, nut, delay, pliers. Yeah. So it's going to be important that we search a lot of things. Because I'm trying to level up Charisma, and that's pretty much how you level it up, is by searching a lot of things. Okay, so this upcoming house is going to be the most important one for us to check, because it has a total of 3 duffels in it. I have been killed in this house before, though. Never seen a key spawn here, even though it looks like that's where you store keys. We should probably clear the house before we search, although whether or not I could see anything in here is another question altogether. Alright, let's go get duffel bag number 1. And the other problem is because it's so dark, if there's something on a table, like a spawn on a table, I'm going to have a hard time seeing it. There's a little bit of a problem. Because I think in this house, there's a couple places things can... It has a low chance, but it can spawn. Okay, that one's empty. Checking. This is our 3rd duffel. And then we have 2 coats. So this is the best of the areas in this area. Or the best in this... What all drinks do we have? Pineapple's like the most, like... It gives you the best hydration of anything. So I'm going to go ahead and just eat the lunchbox again. As where it's starting to get really dark, and I can't really... I think my vision is better than your guys's is, but... Just because OBS captures things a little... Oh, there we go, getting another drink. You know what? I'm gonna drop the soap. Not advised if you're in prison, but we're not in prison, so... We're okay. More painkillers, jeez. It's starting to get into the realm where I'm not sure I even want to take the painkillers, but I'll drop a match for it. Alright. Let's get out of here. I'm not even gonna... yeah, let's close it. I think it's just good practice. Okay, now that it's dark, we can kind of take advantage of that darkness to maybe cover us from players. Unless, of course, they have night vision, because they thought ahead more than I did. Yeah, Daddy, I was conflicted on whether or not to bring night vision because I wasn't sure how dark it would get, how soon it would get dark, because we started at about 7 p.m. Unfortunately, it got darker than I thought it would, or sooner than I thought it would, so should have brought the night vision goggles. Oh well. Alright, we're gonna cross the Scav Island. Because there can be a spawn for that fuel conditioner on the table. So... The duffel bags didn't do me any good. We'll try that. Scavs can be around in here, so I should be somewhat careful. They can also be on the other side of the island. If they're on the island, though, I can get kind of close to them. Hopefully we don't have too much problem seeing them. Alright, let's run for it. Now my extract is right there. I may take it just because how dark it is, but I kind of want to check for the keys that I need too, so I'm torn on that one. I guess we'll see how difficult it is to see any scavs that may be in this area, and if it's too difficult, we might just leave. I do have a flashlight. We may switch to that. Yeah, if we need that, we can flip that on. Yeah, so I'll probably start using my flashlight more so you guys can see. Not right now, though. Not until we know there's an enemy. Or we're in a building and we have cover. Alright, looks okay. Let's turn on the light so you guys can see. That's junk. Yeah, I just think it's like a tactical thing. Like, you want to use it to be able to see if you're inside a building. But you don't want to do it, like, all the time, because it gives away your position. This isn't the brightest flashlight in the world, but it'll give you guys some view. Oh, aluminum splints. I've been getting a lot of these lately. I really think they've changed the loot tables. I'll get rid of my normal splint and grab this one, because it has 5 uses as opposed to 1. We also want to grab that Salo if we can. So... I'm going to get rid of some of this stuff. We don't really need, like, so many drinks. So I'm going to drink the hot rod, and then I'm going to get rid of a match. And just move things around a bit. There we go. That's a good medical item. Alright, let's turn off the flashlight so we're not giving our position away. Alright, so the spot this can spawn is on this table here. Unfortunately, I don't see it. Alright, we'll check that again in a second. Yeah, and I've been getting them a lot. I think I've gotten like 3 or 4 lately. Very, I think they've changed the loot tables. I definitely think they have. Because I've been getting some interesting things lately. Alright, let's do a more thorough sweep of this, because I really want to make sure the fuel conditioner's not there. It could be like have fallen on the ground or something. We just need to make sure. Alright, it's not there. It's just a chance of spawning there. Unfortunately, it's not there. You got a similar thing on Interchange. There's all these generators on Interchange, and there can be fuel conditioners that spawn there. And there's like 5 locations. And there was one time I went on Interchange, and I seriously checked every single one, and there wasn't a single one on either one. Now, it's possible somebody beat me there and grabbed the conditioner, but... Oh. I don't think that's at me. It's close. Well, you know what? I've got Comtacs on. We'll stay on the beach. Because it still sounded like... It sounded like up that way. I don't know what that was, though. Players shooting at each other? They weren't shooting at me. If they were way off target. But I feel like if they were shooting at me, they'd kept shooting at me. Especially now that I'm out in the open. So we'll just assume that they're shooting somebody somewhere else. So where do we think they were shooting? Well, up there, maybe stuff in the village. Or maybe a couple players were walking across that hill up there, and they just ran into each other. Or a guy was going to extract and he ran into the scavs. Yeah, that might be it. Okay. Well, either way, we're going to move this way and then come back around. So if we run into that guy, we run into that guy. But if I were to guess, he's up on that hill, so that's why I'm down here on the beach. If he's up on the hill and he's not looking this way, he probably won't see me if I keep on under the ridge here. I do want to pop back up there at some point, though. I just don't want to go too obvious up on the road until I know I'm clear of him. The shooting stopped, so I want to say he probably ran into scavs at the extract, or he ran into another player. Alright guys, it's getting dark. If we run into a scav, we'll flick on the light so we can see him, because I've been killed a couple times by scavs that have locked onto me, and I just couldn't see them clearly where they were. So we'll try and use the lights tactically. What extracts do I have? Is it just the... Okay, I can get out on the pier boat. We're going to go to the pier. So if the pier boat's active, we'll try that. If not, we'll just go back to the tunnel. Okay, gas station we're starting to get up on. You know, honestly, I don't mind staying up on the beach here. The player may see me. But I think we can get to the pier okay if we stay down here. Now, if one of the scavs see me, that's going to be a problem, but... They can come up and down the stair here. Again, I don't know if you guys can see it, but... I was at least pointing it out with my sights. Yeah, we'll go the sneaky way to the pier. We can move along the side here. Less likely we're gonna get running into a scav that caps me. Once we get to the pier, though, it might be a little dangerous because there's been a lot of time that's passed, and scavs can hang out in the pier area. Oop, oop, I fell down. Get back. You have to be careful sometimes. You can get legit trapped on some maps. Alright. We're going to use a little tactic of peeking through the slit. See if we see anybody. You guys can also patrol on the pier itself, so we have to be careful. I don't see anybody. Hopefully it's clear. I also want to check this SUV if I get a chance. Oh. Where? There he is. I get a good... Alright, you know what? Got him. Already a dead body here. I'm gonna guess somebody came and left. Looks like he's been looted too. So what do we think the likelihood of players still here is? Oh. If a player's been here, they've looted this place. Well, let's just clear and then we'll go from there. We're gonna keep the flashlight on. Might give away my position, but I want to make sure I can see. Okay, it looks clear. Let's see if it's been looted. I'm gonna guess yes. Yeah, that looks done. We'll check the other one real quick. I think the flashlight helped a lot in that engagement. Yeah, they've done the safes. Not sure I really want to check the filing cabinet too much. The scav that's dead had armor on him, but not necessarily the best armor. Let's see if they got this. There's a likelihood they'd forget, but I guess not. I want to clear a little bit before I loot that dude. Let's clear the back. Scavs can hang out back here. Alright, looks good. Alright, let's check this boy. Looks like he's been thoroughly looted. We can grab that. Check his, hockeys. Rig, what gun did he have on him? Well, he had a gun on him. That guy took everything. Where's the boy I dropped? Did I drop him earlier? Oh, he's clear down there. I thought he was closer. Okay. Pepper 209, not necessarily fantastic. Let's take a look at his backpack. A lot of stuff in his backpack. Oh, condensed milk. We got to take that. Move something. Oh, got a key here. I don't know what that's going to be, but I'm going to grab it real quick. What do we got? Oh, that's for one of my quests. He's got 500 euros on him. This is a lot of stuff. Was this a player scav? Okay, we gotta, like, organize a little bit here. So I'm gonna drink this. Okay, put that down here. We're gonna drop the duct tape. Put that there. Anything else here we want? I mean, circuit board's kind of alright. Let's search his pockies. Oh, hello? I think this dude is the one that looted the area. We got lucky there. We killed that player scav. He had no idea I was there. Now, did he kill that other scav? I want to say no, because he didn't have a... did he have a pistol on him? I should maybe check that. I'm not really too worried about it. But I think that player scav capped the other scav. And then we just happened upon the guy. He was moving around like a normal scav, which kind of confuses me. Because I had a flashlight on him. Why did he not notice that? That's very weird. What do you guys think? Do you think that was AI or a player? With all the stuff on him, I just have a hard time believing that was an AI. It looked like that guy was looting. But I'm confused why he... Oh. We're taking that. 5 Epper. Okay, so this is one of our key spawns. If we get it, great. If not, that's alright. Nope. Now, what is that key? I know it's for one of my quests. The key to the gas station storage room. I don't have an extra one of these, but it is for a quest for the therapist called Trust Regain. I don't really want to do that necessarily because you don't get anything else for it. You don't get experience or anything. It's just to get your reputation back up with her. Which is really not really that much of a reward. Maybe if I get a duplicate, I'll do that. But I think the key is more valuable than her reputation. Especially as I consider her not to be as important of a trader as maybe some of the others are. And I already have her to level 4 anyway, tier 4, so I don't need the reputation for that. If you were struggling on her with her reputation, then yeah, I could see it, but... Alright, we'll check the pier. See if that's there. We got 23 minutes on the timer still. So we've got plenty of time. I don't know. Maybe he was looking for the pier extract? Can scavs get that one? And he was trying to move away from me and I just got him before he got away? Just the way he moved, like... He was moving really slow, and I had a flashlight on him, and he didn't do anything about it. Like, I'm confused. Alright, this may or may not be here. That's a negative. Alright, so we're gonna have to go back to tunnel. We could hit up the resort and see if we could find the other key. We don't have a lot of time to do that, though. We only have about 20 minutes. 22 minutes. So I'm not sure how likely we're going to pull that off. But it's a very good chance that the players on the map have cleared out. You know what? Let me do a little bit of a tactical reload here. Because I do have extra ammo. We'll top this guy off. Yes, you can, Leo. You can blind characters, but he wasn't looking right at me, which is why I was confused by that. Like, he was after I came after him. I think he turned to look at me, so maybe he was blind at that moment. But, like, when he didn't know I was coming is the reason why I'm so confused. Because it's like, he had a light behind him. I don't know. I'm just not sure why things went down the way they did, but... Okay, so we're gonna have to be careful here. If there's a scav here, I'm probably not gonna know until I hear them. Yeah, it looks clear. Yeah, I'm gonna approach the resort from this angle, just because I think it's gonna be a nice way to get where we're going. How are we doing on hydration? Pretty good. We got plenty of time to do this with 20 minutes. I just have to be quick about it. Oh, can't quite jump that, I guess. How are we doing on our weight? We're not overweight, so I'm not getting my strength up, unfortunately. What I have on me is actually worth a decent amount. That AS Val is worth 45 grand if I sell it. So... might be a good thing to get out, but we're here to... I mean, as the title says, we're looking for the thing for the other thing. And we didn't find any of the things that we need for the thing, so... we gotta keep looking. Alright, how are we doing? We officially have just over 20 minutes. We're gonna have to start running here. Because unless the north extract is open, which it may not be at this point in the raid, we got a long way to run. Yeah, exactly, Iggy. If you don't find the thing you need for the thing, you gotta keep looking. Well, to be specific, I need a key to do the quest, one of the quests that I'm looking to do. And until I do this quest, I'm kind of held back. And this key is worth like 1,000,000 rubles on the market, like if I were to just buy it. So I really don't want to have to buy it if I can't, if I can avoid it. There's 2 keys that will get me the same place. So I only need one of them. We already checked the one spawn at the pier. It was in that lighthouse. We didn't find it. It's not there. So we have one more place that it could be. A different key, but it's one more place we can check. Unfortunately, that key I think is, A, it's more dangerous to get, and B, it's more likely it was already looted if somebody's been in the resort. Now, this is one of those moments where we have to ask ourselves, are campers still around? We've got less than 20 minutes of normally an hour on a map. Did the players stick around camping the resort? You'd be surprised how willing people are to camp a long time. Now, I have been shooting, so maybe they've heard it. I've got a suppressor on this thing, so I don't know. Yeah, you might have it, Daddy. The one I'm looking for is 219/220. It's also possible, one of the reasons why I'm coming to the resort late, it's also possible somebody unlocked it for me. And all I have to do is walk in the room. I don't need anything else. So if I can just walk in the room and it's already unlocked, that's great. So we'll check the key spawn, see if it's there. And if it's there, that's great. If not, we'll just see if the door has been unlocked for me. Because that's just another way to do it. Yeah. And then the other one I think I need is another 200 room, which I can get in the administration building on a desk. I might not look for that one, though. Depends on how much time we have, because we have 18 minutes. Might be enough. I mean, I think with 10 minutes, we can get where we need to go. Like, get home. As long as we go, like, as long as we pick a direction and just stick with it. So probably, just for the sake of surety, I'll probably go to the tunnel. So we're going to start on the east side, and we're going to go west side. Because west side is where our extract is. So, makes sense. And that's also where the key is, anyway. East side's already unlocked. So that's easy. We just need to get in the right room. I think it's 219/220, one of those. Alright. Hopefully we can avoid making too much noise. If we can find any more corrugated hose along the way, that's great too. Or some fuel conditioner, because there's going to be plenty of duffel bags and stuff along the way. I might check this utility shed here. I'm not sure if it gets any fuel conditioner, but I think it may give me some corrugated hose, perhaps, on one of the shelves. So we'll check that. Put her on. Couple jackets here, too. Wilston cigarettes are worth taking. What do we want to drop? Maybe another match. Okay. Check the other shelves. That's an empty can. Duffel here. I actually don't know if I knew there was a duffel in here. Oat flakes. You know what? We've got a lot of hydration on us. We'll eat the oat flakes. Watch our hydration go down. If only we had milk, we could have made cereal, right? Oh, you know what? I thought I had more hydration on me. You know what? We'll save the pineapple juice because it has 50 hydration. No use to use it right now. Okay. Go ahead and hit the jackets. I don't think very many people come in here to loot often, so you can... I think you can get away with it. We might also check for the red key, although the likelihood that's still there is, I think, very low at this point. Yeah. See, I've checked both of them. They were both 1 mil for me, so I didn't buy either one. You must have gotten lucky. All right. How are we doing on our time frame? 15 minutes? Okay, so we do have kind of like a hard time limit here. Once we get to under 10 minutes, the timer will turn red and it will be up permanently. So once that happens, we need to start getting out. Yeah, I need to check the flea market because I might get lucky like that too. Yeah, there's a likelihood that a dude is just camping up here. I cannot see a damn thing, so we are going to turn the flashlight on. This may haunt me. I think I'm on the 2nd floor. Yeah, it can be. I got good deals on some things. Like one time I was looking for night vision, and I got really good deal on that. Okay. 212. We need to get to 2... It's either 219 or 220. I forget which one. 217... 218. There's duffel. Let's check that real quick. Nothing. 221. 220. 219. Looking specifically for a generator, which is probably in 220, so we'll just... Yeah, there it is. There we go. That's that one done. This one's always unlocked, though, so that one's the easy one. Now the next thing we need to do is try and see either the door is unlocked or the key. Now, I don't remember 100% where the key drop is. Just listening in case somebody is in here with me. Might be on the other side. Or it could be a floor that I'm not looking at. Let's just check the floor 3 real quick, just as a precaution. Alright. Yeah, I should have looked in the wiki to be sure where the key is. I think it might be in the wing that it's in, though. Oh, no, wait, here it is. I don't see it. Yeah. Yeah, that's where it could spawn, I think. So, we didn't get lucky with that, but that's okay. It happens. So now we're just going to try and hope on luck that somebody unlocked it for me. Because it is a good spot for loot. Like, even if you're not doing this quest, it's not a bad spot to check. If you have the key, of course. Go this way, yeah. So we need 220, which I think is at the end of the hall. Or it's like mid-hall. Okay, for this one, I think we need to go through the balcony. If I'm running past stuff, guys, I'm sorry. I'm just like single-minded here. Oh. I thought there was a way around the barbed wire, but I guess you need a key for it. Unless it's this door. No? Alright. I guess you need a key to get around the barbed wire, so we're gonna make a bunch of noise here. 214. Keep going. 216. 217. I think it's gonna be this one. Yeah, that's 219. 220 is open though, so that's good. We need to go over into 219 and then look at the generators. Oh, wait. I thought they said, the guide said you could do either one. But that is a lie, because the balcony does not go over. You specifically need 219. What the hell? Why does the quest say you can do either? Well, it's right there, but I'm not getting the credit for it. Is there something I'm not seeing here that, like... But I could have swore it said the balcony moves over. Oops, that's the wrong one. That sucks. Well, this has been looted for sure. Well, maybe not. I don't think so, Daddy. I can try. Yeah, that didn't work. Like, cause this is like usually a hard barrier. I mean, unless this door opens, but I don't see... Like, usually if there's a door here, you can't get through. So I don't know why. Maybe they've changed this since, they wrote the guide. This is why I kind of hate the, I could do what now? Yeah, I don't get it. Like, the guide seriously says either key will do. So I'm really confused why that pisses me off. Well, the guide's incorrect. Then maybe they changed the map since the guide was made. I had hope there for a second, man. What is this? What is this loot, man? What do I get rid of? I guess this? I kind of wish I would just get the credit right now. I'm looking right at the thing. Did I get the credit for it? Oh, I got the credit for it. Maybe that does count. Okay, I didn't hear the sound, so I didn't think I got the credit for it. Let's get the hell out of here. Alright, turn off the flashlight. Yeah, I don't know. Did you guys see the pop-up that said you did it? Because there's usually a pop-up in the lower right corner, and there's a sound when you do a quest. But I didn't hear or see it. Oh well. I'm happy now, because that quest has been a pain in my ass. I guess we got credit for it just by looking at it, but I never saw the pop-up. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. That could be. I was so pissed off that I couldn't get in the room, maybe it popped up. We do need to get going here. That loot, though. Crazy, man. You see what I mean, though? I've been getting aluminum splints like crazy. Yeah, I'm really pleased that we got that done, because that was the thing holding me up. Didn't need the keys after all. Somebody was kind enough to open the door for me. Hey, you know, I thought the possibility was there. Yeah, I hoard a lot of meds, and I don't know. I just have a ton of meds because I think I have like 2 or 3 med cases and they're completely full. And I still have more beyond that. Okay, this is where we could run into some danger. I see a flashlight as well. Right there. So I'm gonna like go around this way. Oh yeah, I've been getting a lot better at the cash farming. That's one of the things that, like, at this stage of the game, I've leveled up most of the traders. I'm about to get Skier to level 4, and then the last ones I have are Ragman and the Mechanic, which you need to be level 40 to do. And then once that's done, I'm done, right? Once I'm at that point, I've been doing really well with survival and making money. As a matter of fact, my survival rate, I see him right there. I think I got him. Not gonna loot him. We've had a good enough run here. We don't need to slow down. Let's switch back to full auto in case we need it. We got 6 minutes, which is plenty of time. We're right next to the extract. We just have to be worried about scavs being in the area. But yeah, my money situation, I'm around about like 1.4 to 1.5 million in rubles, and I'm just staying at that point steadily. I'm actually wasting money so I don't go above 1.5 because I just don't have the room in my stash for the money. So I've actually been like spending kind of quite a lot and been staying at the same level. So I think that's a good sign. If you can spend pretty generously and still have money in the bank, like, or stay at the same point, then I think you're at a good spot. Now, what I'm going to do with all this stuff I looted, I don't know, because my stash is really full, but we'll probably just sell a bunch of stuff. So somebody's been through here, because those trunks are not normally just popped up like that. But we knew that because we heard the gunshots. Well, and once you get the parts, it's a lot easier to make really good guns, too. Like, I've been saving a lot of, like, weapon parts, and I'm starting to just sell them, because I'm able to buy even better parts. So there's no point in keeping these parts I've been, like, hoarding. Because, like, in the early game, like, early to mid-game, hoarding weapon parts makes sense, because oftentimes you either can't buy the parts yourself, or they're too expensive for you. But now where I'm at, I'm just selling them all, and I'm getting heaps of cash doing it. I can't buy necessarily the absolute top tier stuff, but we only had a couple scab kills there. Yeah. Yeah, you are like, dude, you guys just sell stuff when you get it, which is fine. I'm more a hoarder. But I've been selling a lot just to, like, kind of get moving. But there's some trades I'm trying to do, too. Some of them I'm not sure how intelligent they are. But, yeah. All right. At least they were headshots, so we got a little bit of a bonus out of that. Oh, you guys will get to see the mess that we have in the stash. So, yeah, money-wise, I'm doing pretty well here. Gear's pretty good. I'm probably gonna just sell the AS Val because I don't know. It's an alright weapon, but I kind of have the direction I want to go in. And I'm not sure I really want to go that route. I brought this more just out of curiosity to see what it's worth. Because I normally don't loot it. Alright, what's your strategy going to be to get rid of all this stuff? Well, first, let's get rid of the ammo. So BS ammo can go there. Yeah, the ammo is really expensive. That's the biggest problem. The ammo is effective, but it's very expensive. And when you barter for it, you only get 8 apiece, which the main advantage of the AS Val is its fire rate. You fire it in fully auto, and you burn through the ammo. So it's it's kind of a hard gun to sustain until you get to the very late game and you're just rolling in money. So I'm not all that interested in it at the moment. All right, we need to start selling stuff. So I'm gonna have to figure out some way to do that. We could pick up some stuff we're not going to sell and then kind of like move stuff around. So I'm definitely selling this. I just want to see what it's worth real quick. It's worth about 5 grand, which is not worth the amount of space that it takes, but I was just curious. Like, one of the things I'm actually saving up for is the Kibit key. As you say, you trade 50. I don't have it identified, so I don't, you know, I can't see that here, but I looked it up in the wiki. It's 50 condensed milk for the Kibit key, and that's the front door. I have the back door because you get that through, well, not the back door, the grate. I have that because you get to do that through a quest, but I don't have the key in the front. Whether 50 condensed milks is a good trade for that, though, is another thing altogether. But condensed milk's a good thing to hoard, and I got one of these things. So this is just mostly full of condensed milk. I got a couple things of sugar because sugar is oftentimes a good barter item. And I'm trying to do this because there's a trade you can do with the Akmarie for armor. Pretty good armor, if I remember correctly. Ah, yeah, this M1 armored rig. Yeah. Well, what I'm looking to is I'm looking for 7.62 by 51 firing weapons. So that's going to be your FAL, your M1A. Like, those are the weapons that I want to run. Hunter too. Like, I want to run those. That's where I want to go. And then the other one I want to run is 7.62 by 39. So your 30 caliber weapons. As a matter of fact, I have to show Daddy this. Actually, let's do modding view. This boy is ready to go at some point. So I'm looking forward to using this at some point. I can't get the best ammo for 7.62 by 39 yet. So a little bit of a wait on that. All right. Plex I want to save because there's a lot of armor things you can do with that. I could probably sell the CPU fan. Yeah, so CPU fan, goodbye. Pineapple juice for sure we're selling. Alkali I'll probably sell because I already have what I need for my quest. It's going to be a little slow going because I just have to make the room to be able to move some stuff around, and then it'll be a little quicker. And a lot of this is stuff I want to keep, which I may not be able to keep, so we'll go... Oop, getting a little ahead of myself. What I'll probably do too is just sell some things like hard drives just to make room. Okay, now that we've done that, we can move some of this stuff into my inventory so I can sell stuff quicker. Okay. Let's check the cigarettes, see if we got a trade going. I just like the heavier calibers, especially 7.62 by 59 and 7.62 by 54R, because they have really great stopping power. They can be a one-shot kill. Whereas the one thing that really frustrates me with 5.45 or 5.56, if you go the top tier ammo, yeah, you'll punch through guys' armor, but you're gonna have to hit them multiple times to drop them, which I've gotten a little frustrated with at times. Okay, got a lot of weapon mods. Not sure if I'm too keen on that. I might just sell it for... Do we have 4? Yeah. I'm just collecting the condensed milk because those are always a good trade. And I've got this thing, which is nowhere near full. And if I can get 50 and do that one trade, great. If not, condensed milk you can do a whole bunch of trades with. So it's like a good secondary currency. It's like Bitcoin and condensed milk is like you can do a lot with. All right, we wanted to save the hose because that's for a quest. Let's just sell some hard drives. I've got a bunch of these things. Don't look, Daddy. Avert your eyes. This is not going to... I'm just going to sell a bunch of these. Hard drives are fairly easy to get, so you can sell a bunch of those. All right. I'm keeping them because you can trade circuit boards in for magazines, and I haven't done the trades yet, so maybe you could argue that it's not worth keeping this stuff around, but... we're going to go above 1.5 mil, so we're going to have to spend money because right now the money's taking up more space than I can really contend with. I don't even know where that money went. Where did it go? All the way down here. All right, so we're gonna have to spend some money while we're here. I'm gonna buy a nice fancy helmet. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds fun. But while we're at it, let's go ahead and grab some of the stuff and remove it. So we can sell the Wilstons. Those don't really trade for much of anything. Coffee is a good thing to keep around because coffee plus gold chain gets you a lot of really cool trades. What else do we want to keep? USB is a sell. Duct tape is a keep. And blue tape is a keep. Okay, that's all of our keeps. And then there's weapon parts. Oh yeah, chainlet. Yeah. Then I've got some other stuff I can move around and stuff. I've got a lot of gold chains sitting around too. So yeah, we're gonna be able to make room fairly easily after I sold all that stuff. Okay. So we're gonna sell this and then get a fancy helmet. So that and that. Okay. Ragman, what do you got for me? I might also have to look at Peacekeeper. Actually, what is my reward for this quest I just did? Just some dollars. All right, fine. Let's do the next one. This one's fairly easy. All you have to do is just go pick up a key. It's specific to this quest, and I already know where it is. Let's grab his dollars. I'll just stick it here until I put that in my wallet. I actually don't know what the dollar cap rate is here. It's saying I have more dollar. Oh yeah, duh. Put our euros away, and that guy had 500 euros on him? Jeez. That is a lot of money. And we'll put this on top of the other stack. Alright. Let's take a look at Ragman here. Ragman, what do you got? Now, I'm going to get an Alton once I finish this, but I've got 2 levels still to go on that, so it's going to be a little while. Ooh, that's a nice helmet, if I can get it, but we have to get a fuel conditioner, which I have really been able to get. All right, let's just go ahead and get a helmet. So I want something that I can use contacts with. So we have the LZSH light helmet. I don't really know all the mods you can do with this kind of stuff. I'm fairly certain you could probably fit night vision on this little clip. And then I think there's a couple other things you can fit on the sides. So there's that. What is the level of this? Level 3. Okay. What about this? That's level 4. I think I'd rather have level 4. Although this doesn't have anything you could clip on. But it does open up your ears, so we'd probably be able to wear contacts with it. What else we got? These are going to close off our ears, so we don't want to use these. We got this guy, which is just a different shade. So which one's cheaper? Yeah, I'd rather have green if it's going to be that much cheaper, right? And then we have the this guy, which is really expensive. But I think there's a lot of attachments you can do with it, as opposed to the other one. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and buy this green helmet. I've never used it before. I kind of want to see what it's like. So we'll buy that. And then I'll get us back down below the 1.5. Okay, let's grab the helmet and put it on ourselves. Oh, I do want to insure it too. I think it, it makes sense. We have level 4 body armor. We might as well have a level 4 helmet. Yeah, they have changed. The barters have changed a lot. Yeah, so I have 3 med cases and they're full to the brim. That's what my med cases look like. It's actually to the point where I almost want to buy another one. I could probably do with it. You know what? We could spend the money here because we have a lot of money. This we can afford. So what the hell? I've got so many medicals, it kind of makes sense. So we'll just it's probably gonna be faster if we do it this way. With all the painkillers I got, I think it makes sense. and all these other medicals we got. I'm not really organizing it at the moment. But anything that's a medical that's just kind of loose in my inventory, we'll just shove in there. Hey, the weird pug. Thanks for the follow. Another painkiller here. We'll stick all the meds that are just loose in our bag until we find them all. And I also have a bunch of meds in like rigs too. Like if I just click on any given rig, probably find a bunch of meds. Yeah, there you go. So that's another thing I could clear out to help. As a matter of fact, I definitely want to move the grizzly over. Then we'll do all these bandages. Then I think what I want to do is I've got this drum mag here. We'll stick that there. We'll stick a couple of our lab key cards there. We'll put some grenades in there. What the hell? Oh, we also have ibuprofen and painkillers here. Yeah, see, that kind of stuff helps a lot. Once you start getting a lot of containers, it really helps you maintain your stash. So we have a couple of slots still. I probably won't mess with that too much, but now this gives me a lot of room that I can just, like, move stuff around. So this is a key I don't have. I just got. So I hate when the game does that. I want the nice even 500,000 stacks. I do have a lot of stuff, but we're getting it out of control, under control. Let's see where I am cash value. 28 million. Pretty good. My survivor rate's been going up. Like when I joined this wipe, I joined kind of late, and I hadn't played in a long time. So I did a lot of dumb stuff. I feel like once we get this wipe for 1.2, this will go up a lot more too. So I'm looking forward to that. I feel like I'm starting to get in the rhythm for all the changes. Because the last time I played, I don't know how long ago this was, but it was right after they just added the mechanic. They just added the mechanic, and then I kind of stopped playing because they did a wipe like right after that. And I kind of like my enthusiasm came out of the game because I'd been working hard to level myself up. And then I got a wipe. And that had happened to me twice. So I was just like, you know what? I'd like to see more development for the game. So I walked away for a long time. But I came back recently. And I'm addicted again. This game is... a lot of improvements have been made that have made me really happy. And I'm going to be really looking forward to the new update too. Because they're going to add even more stuff that I think is going to be really cool. I think a lot of people will come back to the game. Yeah, I think it's a unique experience once you have after the wipe because everybody's on the same playing field. When I started playing, it was halfway into the wipe, this wipe, and I'm coming in with nothing, and everybody has really good gear. It's kind of a wall to climb up. You can do it, and you know it's not that bad. I mean, it is bad to a certain extent, but you can get it. You can get around to it. But like now, I'm at a level where I'm pretty happy. Let's go ahead and just sell the Val. I don't think we're going to keep that around. I really just have to sell a lot of weapons that I get because I just can't afford to keep them around just from a space standpoint. Yeah, so we're going to sell that to Mechanic, I think. Yeah, we get almost 46 Rand for that, so that's good value. I think that was a good run we just had as far as like getting quests done that were kind of stumping me and also getting a lot of cash value as well. Yeah, but I was able to get a couple weapon cases, which also helped. I don't know if you've been able to do that yet, Daddy. I know you were collecting the Bitcoins, but I was able to get Bitcoins through doing a lot of the mechanic quests and got a couple lucky Bitcoins as well through like the Tetrises. I have one still floating around. There we go. So I was able to do those Bitcoin trades a couple times. Yeah. Mm. Oh, we want to sell the Makarov too. We've gone beyond the point of Makarovs. Yeah. All right. We're ready to go on another raid here. So we're going to just progress. So the next one we need to do for the Peacekeeper, because I just want to keep hammering out the Peacekeeper, because once we get this one all the way done, I get a factory key, which I don't have yet, and that's a super useful key. Oh, I wanted to organize my keys. Sorry, guys. I don't want to forget where this is, so... This is my backup key bag. I do have a documents case, but I have more keys than the documents case can hold, so... I'll sort which keys are valuable. Excuse me. Getting a little bit of hiccupies. I'll sort what keys are valuable at a different time. I don't really need to bring any keys on these missions. All right. Oops, that's not what we're gonna do. Let's go back. Okay. Let's do our double check in a second. 425 or 1625. This is a little too early, I think. 5 o'clock would be okay, because we would... Oh, you know what? One thing I want to do real quick. I always like to reward my guns. So when I have a gun go in and it does some good work for me, I like to upgrade it a little bit. Now, this thing is almost maxed out, in my opinion. But what can we do that would be better? Better sight? Maybe a better pistol grip? Get a little bit more ergonomics in this thing. Let's look at the pistol grip first. So that'd be a vital part. So the one that we have right now is probably the second best. But, which one is it? I'm trying to remember. Is it the Magpul one? No. The Magpul one I think is the best. It's this one, the Zenit. Yeah, this is what we have. So that is plus 13, which is pretty damn good. But we could get the Magpul one, which I think is plus 14. So that's a very minor improvement. That's probably not the improvement we want. What we want is probably a better sight, which I definitely have. Yeah, I definitely have some optics laying around. So let's see what we got. We got one of these boys. I've never used this sight, the MRS. I have a couple of these laying around. I don't want to put anything magnified, I don't think, on it. I kind of like this sight. This is our right sight, but I think it's kind of expensive. I mean, I already have it, so it's not that big of an investment. Yeah, let's try the MRS sight out. I haven't really used it much. Yeah. Or we could just rock one of these. Yeah, let's do that one. We need to get a way to mount it, though, because I just have this thing mounted really simply. With the sight kind of has its mount built in. So we'll go ahead and buy that. There's a couple different ways we could do it. But I think we'll just do... I think that's under gear mods, right? Yeah, mount. So yeah, I have these kind of things, but it's not as clean. I think we go with... Wait, isn't there like a rail you could stick on top? Am I mistaken on that? I mean, I could always buy a receiver, like a different one. This one requires very specific handguard. Do we have the right handguard for that? I'm not sure we do. No, we do. Okay, I already have one of those. Yeah, that's the way we're gonna do it. Oop, wrong bag. Question is, where did I put it? I think it's in here. No? I'll get it eventually. I think it's in one of my, my rigs. Question is, which one? I think it's in this one. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so we have the right handguard to make this work. So we'll ensure that. And do that. Yeah. No, put it on the other thing. That one. There we go. Okay, I think we're good to go now. So we'll put that there. We'll trade it. I don't know who will buy it. Maybe Skier? Yeah. Not gonna sell for a lot, but hey. Oh, no. Use the wrong keybind. My keybind is right click to delete or get rid of. Alright, stick that back over. Yeah, I thought the technical tool amount worked too, but I didn't see it there. Sometimes it's tricky to organize. Oh, you know what I probably needed to do? Let's showcase how you do that. So I have an AK-105 somewhere else. Or do I not? Well, it doesn't matter. We could do it with the AK-104, I think, all the same. So why that didn't show up, you need to right-click and link search on the dust cover. It's kind of a weird way that this works, but you can't do it on the gun. You have to do it on the part, because it's a mod to the part, not a mod to the gun. I know that's weird to think about it that way, but that's the way it works. God, it's going to be great when they add in that weapon modding tool where you can do it with every part that's in the game. Yeah, but that's where it is. It's okay. We already had the mod that would have worked for it, though. All right, we've done all our dicking around. Let's go ahead and get going. Yeah, that's how you... It works that way with a lot of things. Like another thing that might frustrate you, right? I'm trying to think of a good example. Because some things it works this way and sometimes it doesn't. But one thing you may encounter... Oh, yeah. The MPX is a great example, right? Or even your MP5, right? Right-click on it, do link search, right? You'll note that a lot of the parts are missing. Like, for example, where's your stocks? There's no stocks, right? There's stocks for this gun, but where are they? Well, what you need to do is you need to you need to open it up, and you need to go to the upper, not the gun, not the full gun, just the upper. Right-click on that, do link search. Notice how there's a lot more parts to pick from. Go to gear mods. There's your stocks. So it's kind of weird to wrap your head around, but that's how you got to do it if you're going to use the flea market to search for things. Okay, let's go down our list. So we got our medicals. I guess we're going to go with the aluminum splint. I didn't really think about that, but hey, we got plenty of them at this point. We got our heals. We got painkillers, heals, and technically bandages. This will cover both. We have our ammo, extra ammo. We're not topped off on our ammo. Let's do that. It's good I checked, because otherwise we would have not had a full mag. It wasn't that far off, but it's still good to have it topped off. Okay, we're good to go. And then the time frame should be better now. Yeah, it will be dark when we first come in, but it'll get light pretty fast. I am on shoreline, right? Yeah. Looks good. Okay, that makes sense. So, yeah. Well, thankfully, you're going to have a first-party modding tool with the new update. Daddy, have you seen some of the stuff they talked about with the update? They put out a update like maybe a week or two ago of where their progress is and the stuff that they're adding in. There's going to be a new scav boss on the woods. There's some cool stuff. I know you've been watching the Twitter and the Facebook, so I'm pretty sure you knew about that, but I just was checking. I look at the Facebook every so often myself. I don't use Twitter all that often. But there's also going to be character customization, which I'm really looking forward to, and I saw they had a screenshot up. I didn't notice all of it, but I did notice the guy had different pants. He looked like he was USEC, but he had like a more old school, like woods camo pattern. But yeah, I really want to change shirts because this shirt is weird to me. It's like this like combination like fatigue and like Under Armour. Like you can't really see it because I have the chest part like covered. But like the arms are like more normal sleeves kind of, but then like the chest part is like this like spandexy material. It looks weird. It looks weird to me. I want to have a better shirt. But yeah, being able to change up your character just even a little bit, it does help. Because it's easy to get confused in the current game when you have allies with you. Who's your ally and who's your ally? I don't know if they're going to do face customization, but just like even having something to go on, that's a little bit different. But then again, you know, I don't think there's a lot of choices. I think they said it's like 3 or 5. I want to say 3 for each side. So bears are going to have their own, and then the USEC are going to have theirs. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's like a weird. It's like, yeah, it's just like. All right. So yeah, it will start dark, guys, but it will get better. Alright, we're over here. We'll go up north. We have to get up this way anyway. This is actually not a bad spawn for what we're trying to do. I'm gonna switch to the light, not the light, the laser. Because there will be daylight. I mean, it's becoming light as we speak. And it will get better and better. Whoa. I wouldn't want to fight a scav at this point. Because it might be a little hard to pick them out. But in a few minutes, it will be better. Just double checking everything that was ready to go. Alright, so we'll check the grenade box. You know, I should have brought grenades with me. I didn't think to do that. Well, this is our opportunity to maybe get some. Unless there's smoke grenades. That's another thing I'm trying to remember to do, because grenades actually do help a lot, even if you're just fighting scavs. Because if a scav's in cover, you can't like get a clean shot on him. Just chuck a grenade at him, and even if you don't kill him with it, you'll flush him out. Ah, no grenades for us, unfortunately. And I've been using that tactic quite well, I think. Even just a flashbang can be really effective against scavs. You chuck the flashbang at them, blinds them, and then they usually just start running. And they usually, if they're in cover, they run out in the open, and then you can just gun them down. Hey, I want to be on full auto. Yeah, we're good. All right. This site doesn't have any alternates, but it's a good site. It'll be fine. I also think this receiver is better than the one we had before, so I think it was a good call to have that on this. If you already have the handguard that goes with it, you might as well. I'd have to look at it to see exactly what its stats are. That's another thing I've been mindful of, is like what are the stats for the different guns? Making sure that we have the best we can have. Now the one downside for the spawn we have is people can spawn up at the mountain up there. So they can get to where we're going before we get there. So that can be a little bit of an issue. Although, in my opinion, it's better to be behind somebody than be in front of them, because then you can sneak up behind them. Whereas you don't want the reverse to be possible. Yeah, we'll probably hit up this little house here. It's a nice little site there. You got the stars still, but the sun's coming up. It's pretty. This is going to be the moment where I'm going to have to decide, is this going to be my last run, or are we going to keep going with this thing? Alright, I'm just going to peek in here, make sure there's nobody in here before me. Yeah, just giving a little bit of a listen. We do have the contact advantage. Oh, look at that, man. Yeah. The AKM is probably worth more, but we can fold that and put it in our bag. Grab that. Wow, that was, oh, we're rich for peas. And we got a shoddy, which I don't think I'm going to be able to really fit unless I do some creative stuff here. There we go. I'll take it. That's not a bad little start. I mean, obviously we have to live to take advantage of it. But that little rail thing we got is for an MPX. I think it's worth a fair amount of money. Whether we use it or not is another thing altogether, but I had a really kitted out MPX that I put together, but I got killed by players, so I think that's gonzo. You know what? I'm going to switch to single shot because we have to worry about that sniper scav, which is going to be a little bit of a long range shot. No gunshots yet, but the time of day we picked might not be all that active. As you can see, we're getting some good light now. I like to come down this way a little bit, because I've kind of learned that cresting on hills is probably not the wisest thing to do. So I've been trying to play like valleys and stuff a little bit more. I've also been trying not to crash into bushes as much, but I kind of failed right there. Okay, we're gonna go up on this hill and then check for the sniper scav, see if he's there. Ping's a little bad right now. Ping's up in the upper right corner in case you guys are curious. It's calmed down now. Just checking the roofs over there. I don't know if somebody could get to a roof this early, but you never know. Okay, the sniper scav rock is just going to be up ahead. We're going to be careful here. Don't see him yet, but he could be on the right side. Yeah, I'm not seeing him. Unless he's on the far side. I don't think he's there. It's 2 times in a row we haven't had the sniper scav. That's kind of weird. Alright, normally I would not go this way, but we have to get my quest done. Now, I don't know if this is a physical key that I can put in my inventory or if this is a quest key, so we'll find out in a second. I hope I'm remembering this is the location. It should be on a chair in here. Or around here. There it is. So is this a physical key? It is not. It's a quest key, so it didn't go in my inventory. We do have to extract with it, so I have to stay alive. Good, we have some pineapple juice. The peas will also hydrate me, not a lot. But it's something. I don't like to stick around here, so we're just gonna start moving. Where is that? Where is it? Where is it? God damn it. Ha! I swear I hit him. Took me a moment to see where he was, but maybe I didn't hit him. I swear I did, though. I was actually expecting him to drop at some point. Got killed by a scav in a place I've literally never seen a scav before. He shot me in the head. What a bastard. I hit him 2 times. Look at how low the damage is, though. Like, what the hell? I was hitting him with good ammo. Now you know why I hate AK-74 platform. I admit I was swinging in shots at first because I didn't know where he was, and then I was just trying to dead. What a bunch of ass. Alright. I've literally never seen a scav there before. So he caught me completely off guard. Well, we were bound to die at some point. We had too many good runs there. I think I'm just going to sell this. To skier? That sucks. Well, now I gotta get stuff together. I do have insurance coming, though, so let me check what that is. Yeah. I'm just gonna sell this. I'm gonna probably rip the parts off of it and just sell it. I don't want to be running P.A.C.A. anymore. This was kind of just a meme thing that I was running. To do that one quest where you had to get the shotgun headshots. Yeah. I'm just gonna sell all this stuff. So, Ragman. Yeah, it's armor, but it's not very good armor, so... Not Ragman, Skier. Skier has better prices. Alright. Let's rip the parts off. So what do I want to save? I want to save the sight. And I want to save the light. And I want to save the stock. Because these are good stocks. So we'll save all that stuff. Everything else can go. Yeah. That'll work. So we'll sell that. Do mechanic. All right. Now we've done that. I've got another thing of insurance, so let's see what that is. Yeah. So this is a good shotgun that I picked up. Now, whether or not I want to run a shotgun, I don't know. But this is good armor and good helmet. We could run this. At the very least, it's a kit ready to go. We'll keep that there for a second. I should repair the armor, though. Let's repair it with Skier. Okay, we need to pull out that. Now the question is buckshot or slugs. We'll see what I've got. Got more buckshot than slugs. I'm gonna run the buckshot here. Buckshot. We'll run probably a few stacks of shotgun shells just so we don't run out. Okay. I think we're good to go. Let's put our bags away. Alright. Sure. We're also trying to run a quest, so I'm going to grab this. This is not really the best setup to kill the player, but if we run into one, I might as well be ready for the quest. Put that on. And then a bag. Grab just another one of these. Okay. We're good. We'll go back to the morning. Shoreline morning. Probably going to be a little bit more active here. Everything is insured. I'm kind of pissed that happened, man. The likelihood there would have been a scav there, and then he was like laying down or some crap. So it was hard to hit him. I only hit him a couple times. I was trying to take my time and hit him at the end there, but I guess the shots weren't landing even though I had the pipper right on him. Even if I had lived there, though, he blew my legs off. It would have been painkillers and what have you to get out. But, you know, we would have been able to get out. It just playing. All right, here we go. We're nice color coordinated, so that's good. All green with a nice same green pattern on our armor. I don't know where I got this helmet. I don't know if I got it from a quest or what. I can't tell if my laser's on or not. Just got a little red dot here. Well, we got the exact same spawn. Hopefully we don't have the exact same luck. Yeah, we're probably going to run over the 2-hour time limit here. I may just run Tarkov the whole day. We'll see. I mean, honestly, after this quest is done, I'm kind of done with what I want to do. If I'd gotten the fuel conditioner, I would have had more things to do, but it'd be a good transition point. And we were almost done here on time if we hadn't died. Well, at least we have a flashbang. We can flush a guy out. That would have been pretty helpful, I think, in that last engagement. Chuck a flashbang at that dude. Would have given us time to react. Although a lot of that was trying to figure out where the hell he was. Okay. We're less going to do the same strategy here. We just have to be careful to contend with more players. It's going to be more active at this time than it would have been if we had done it the other time. We also might have to worry about sniper scav, which we didn't have last time. Shotguns are not good, especially with buckshot, for dealing with that. You know what I should have probably done? I should have just brought my ammo box so we could level up strength. I didn't think to do that until just now. Oh well. Alright, we'll pretty much take a similar path. Oh, I don't have comms anymore. I hope nobody loots my body, but where my body dropped is like, people are going to see it. So the likelihood all that crap gets looted is pretty high. Which bums me out, man. Because that stuff was good. I mean, we could always buy more. It's not that big of a deal, but... Alright. It's mostly the contacts that I'm more worried about. Also, that armor that I was wearing, the body armor, it's kind of hard for me to get. I don't have a bot purchase for it yet, because I haven't unlocked it. I only have barters. I think that's the coffee and gold chain one, though, if I remember correctly. So I have plenty to do the barter with. Okay, we're going to check the windows again in case somebody's in here. Anybody home? Ugh, and we had good loot, too. Oh, well. Again, it happens. That's all what Tarkov is about. Is dying miserably. That's junk. That's junk. So loot fate is not kind to us today. Maybe the rest will be a little kinder. And we're just gonna run here. A lot of this. I was kind of hoping to have saved this shotgun for Saturday. So hopefully we keep it. Because I know, dude who I play with, he likes to do shotgun runs in the factory sometimes. We might do one of those, because this is a great shotgun for that. This is about as kitted out as a 153 can be. Well, that's not totally true. And I actually had a part I could have slapped on, but I was just trying to be quick. I could have had a better compensator than I have. That would have reduced recoil a little bit. But I'm probably done with shotguns from here on out, for the most part. I just don't think they're where I want to be as far as effectiveness and stuff. They can be a lot of fun, though, especially this one. I love the 153. But if we encounter the sniper scav, you'll see just about how effective it is at range. I'm about to sneeze. We're good. Doesn't look like he's there. That's why, like, when the gunshots first started happening, I thought it was the sniper scav, because it sounded like a, although the contacts are probably messing me up on that, it sounded like a high-powered rifle, so I was starting to, like an SKS or something. So I started, like, be like, oh man, he really was there. But no, it was a guy on the ground, prone. Do you think that was a player scav? That seemed kind of early for a player scav. But then again, I don't think I've ever seen a scav in that spot. Maybe he was coming in here. So kind of early for scav spawn in this spot, in my opinion. But I guess anything can happen. Somebody's been here. That's bad news. And if you're curious why I know that, it's because there was stuff taken out of that box, because the box would not normally be ordered that way. There was at least one item or two that was in that box that somebody took. We have to be mindful. I'm not surprised somebody beat us here. The question is, where'd they go from there? Did they go, just continue going this way? Or did they come from this way? I don't know. I don't think there's any spawns over here. So if they went this way, then we're behind them, which is actually good. Because we can get in behind them and maybe kill them. We're going to have to leg meta it, though. If they have armor. Normally I'd run, but I don't want to give my position away. So we're gonna walk here. There can be scav spawns along the way. So if we hear gunshots, it'll give us a little bit more clear idea if the guy's going this way. But I'm just gonna have the assumption that the dude's here and we're behind him. And again, he may not be. Maybe he just looted that area and then went on to like the resort or something. So, but we'll just assume he's here and be prepared for it. I have to be careful though if I shoot myself to not stay in one area, because the guy could be like right here. So if I'm the one that kills the scavs in this area, I gotta loot them and be fast. It'll be more telling once we get up here. If I see a similar thing where the green boxes up here have been looted, like clearly like that, we'll know he's going the same path as me. If they're not, then he probably went somewhere else. Or he just doesn't know about it. That's a possibility. Also have to keep our eyes open, though, because scavs do patrol here. And with all these trees, they can be right on top of you and you don't see them. Trying to scope it out. Dude could also hide in a bush here. And I probably wouldn't know he was here and then just pop me in the back of the head, so... doesn't look like this has been looted. Well, then we're putting that down there. Yes, 5 rounds I'm not going to pick up because it's just 5 rounds. It's not like worth that much. This is probably worth a decent amount. That's empty. Alright. So there's no way this guy came this way, or at least he didn't loot this, because there's no way I would leave a suppressor like that. Suppressors are almost always worth money. For those of you that don't play this game, or are newer to the game, suppressors are almost always worth money, so always loot those, make a high priority for it. Alright, I don't want to run through here if I can avoid it. So the best way to avoid it is loot up. That is going to expose me a little bit to potential death, but again, I don't want to run through if I can avoid it. It would get our quest done, but there's no particular reason. But I heard a gunshot, but I was talking at the same time, so I didn't really hear it clearly. Alright, we're gonna risk spin tires here. It did sound distant. This will be telling as well if this has been looted. No, it hasn't been. Holy moly. There's a lot of stuff here. Another suppressor. That's worth more than a shotgun shell. 8R is going to be worth more than that, but we'll put the 209 there. Easy to do that now that I have empty pack. We're going to check this. This is probably the most important building in the swamp area, just as far as looting goes. It's not very good, but it's not bad either. You got a green crate, which can have cool stuff sometimes. Mag, sight, that. Pineapple juice, that's good. And a mag, which I'll just leave. Those are not really worth too much, and I can buy them fairly easily. We got ammo. I'm not going to take that. Just Makarov ammo. If I had an ammo box with me, I'd think about it. All right, let's loot the box in here. Maybe I won't loot the one outside because I don't want to be standing out in the open during daylight, but... Tape. Loot tape. And if you're curious why I loot some things over other things, so blue tape is worth stuff just from a money value standpoint, but it's also valuable for trades. It's actually probably one of the more valuable items because there's as far as the flea market goes, a lot of people are interested in it. There's a lot of trades you can do with it. And then there's also some trades you can do yourself. Probably the most important one is if you can save up enough of them. I think it's 20. I'd have to look at it. I don't remember how many blue tape it is, but you can get an M1A that's pretty modded up. I think that's pretty valuable. But it takes a lot, so it's up to you if that's worth it enough for you. Okay, cleared the building. Our toolbox. Grab the wrench. That's worth something. Toilet paper is kind of worth decent money. I'll take the Zippo, but it's probably some of these things we might drop. Well, 2 things of Plex. Plex is always worth it. People are always interested in trading for it. And there's a lot of armor trades you can do with it. In particular, face shields you can trade. So I always like to pick up Plex. And Plex is not necessarily easy to find. They, I think, only spawn in static spawns. Wow, this has been pretty good looting so far in the village. Yeah, but we're going to loot up the village just so that we can get enough experience maybe to get out. There are also maybe some scavs in there that will blast. Shotguns are at close range in the village, like we're going to be. That's great against scavs. We have run into a player, we're going to have to leg meta it. Which, 153, I think it still have its chance. You just have to fire fast and fire right into those legs. He's got an uncovered face, you can face tap him, but the thing I always think about the face tap thing is legs are easier to hit, and you don't know if he's going to be wearing a visor, and a visor will stop the buckshot. So, I think the leg meta is safer if you don't have the time to identify what he's wearing. which if you're at close range, you might not have. Duct tape's worth it. Screwdriver, on the other hand, is not. Nothing there. There. Coat, and then we're good. You know what I should have done? I should have dumped the mag that was in the gun and taken the 30 rounder. It wouldn't have taken up any more space in my inventory, but it would have been a better sell price. At least I think so. We gotta be on our toes now. Trying to listen. Scavs can hang out in here, but if they're in here walking around, you'd know because it's got wood floor. Wash, I'll take that. Right handled pliers. Those are worth a lot. They're worth like 8 and 9K. No space for squash. We're gonna throw the wrench down. Take the squash. Oh, saw him. We're gonna go get that guy. If we can keep track of him, of course. Got him. More scavs may come running, so we gotta be prepared for that. Also, we let everybody know where we are. Let's hit these registers quick. Grand. Come on. You may wonder why I opened the wallet like that. I don't have to do that, but I've had a couple of glitches happen where whatever was in my wallet got dropped. I think when I go prone or something. So I always manually put it in there because I've never had that happen when I do that. Okay, we're going to drop and loot this dude real quick. I'm also going to top off the buckshot. Checking his pockets. I should grab a little bit of his shotgun shells. Yeah, we could grab his respirator, yeah. Oh, we already have a... Never mind. We already have something on our face. Normally I'd go to this shop and loot it. I think we may have enough experience to get out of here, so... I'm gonna hit this duffel bag and then we'll see what we can do about getting out. If it's a run through, it's a run through. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Circuit board, raid. We'll eat the MRE. Don't know if that gives me enough hydration to fill us up, but if it doesn't, we've got some pineapple juice we can drink. I think there's a hole. No, there's not a hole in the fence there. With the shotgun, I always blast away, because there's got to be a hole in the fence somewhere here. Probably behind a bush. No? Oh, corrugated hose. We need that for the next step of the quest. So let's drink our pineapple juice. That'll make room. Get out of here. Yeah, but I didn't leave things to fate with the shotgun. I'm just going to blast the guy. I got a lot of shots that I can... Some sodium on the ground. I'm not going to pick it up, though, because we don't have room for it. And I don't think it's worth very much. There's a couple trades you can do with it, but they're not easy trades to pull off, in my opinion, because you need other things, and probably better use of your space. And I don't think the trades are all that valuable, either. That's why I like the 153, because you can get the shots off fast. And you can just dump into a guy and just make sure he's dead. If you have more than one adversary, it's probably not the best strategy because you got to reload, but I could have also gotten closer to be sure, but we didn't need to get that close. Alright, so here's the question. Did we get enough experience to get out of here and not have a run-through? Killed a guy, but killing guys actually doesn't give you that much experience. Just one. Oh well, we're just gonna get out of here and leave it to fate. If it's a run-through, it's a run-through. It's not the end of the world. Okay. We're good. Finally, I have got this quest line going in the right direction. And I could get all this stuff out of my stash, because the very next quest is the quest I've been saving up for. I don't think I have enough corrugated hose. I might only have 2. But most of the other stuff should be taken care of. Well, let's find out. So, what all do I get from the rewards of this quest? I don't have to pick up the rewards right now either, so that's a... Oh, I just get 4 IFAX and some money. Okay. Turn in. Complete. Okay. Alright, let's see how many of these we've actually... Oh, wait, this is the one where you have to hand over money. This is another one, Daddy. You gotta hand over money. Give me your money. That's the quest. Take me my money, you bastard. Complete. Now we got it. So, morphine injector. Turn in. Alkali. Turn in. Where are you gonna hose? Yeah, I only have 2. So this is the one that I'm gonna need one more. But I can focus on that. And the most important thing, propane tank. Huge relief here. Getting rid of that. So now my stash is in a much better place. And it'll be a lot easier for me to move stuff around because I got all this empty room to do things with. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. So I think we are going to wrap up here, because I've got a lot of inventory management to do that you guys don't need to see. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you are going to leave me now, I'm going to continue streaming, but we're going to switch game. But I do stream 4 times a week. I do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, all noon Eastern Standard Time, and usually I go for about 4 hours. That's the goal anyway. Most of the time I do 2 games. I do 2-hour chunks for each game. Saturday is kind of an exception to that. We have a little bit more chill thing, and I oftentimes do co-op as well, so there's that. So yeah, that's pretty much my schedule. I do have a Discord, which you can follow. There's the link down below, and I can also give you guys a little bit of a command here. Should give you a link to join if you like. I do a bunch of announcements for when I'm streaming, so if you want a different way of knowing when I'm streaming, that's a great place to go. But also we have a nice friendly community, so if you're into chatting, you know, you're welcome. If you're not really into chatting, you just want the announcements, that's fine too. You're not required to chat if you don't want to. So that's pretty much everything there. We're going to be moving over to Dota Underlords, I believe. So that's what we're going to do, but I'm going to put up a little bit of a 10-minute break here, and then we'll be back. So let me exit out of Tarkov. But that was a good day. It was productive. I was able to find the things for the other things. And we were able to get how many quests knocked out there? There's the generator quest, there was the key quest, there was the give me your money quest, and then there was the... we were almost done, not quite. We just have one more item to go for the give me all your various loot that you can get and raid quest. And I think that's the last one for the spa tour line, I think. And then that's going to open a lot more quests for me with Peacekeeper, which is good. Also, I may have leveled up to level 35. I didn't really look. If I haven't, I'm probably really close. Especially after I do this next quest, I probably will be to level 35, which will mean that I have Skier unlocked to level 4, which is great. So that's pretty much where we're at in Tarkov.